Back here at the Keating Center in Chicago, it's time for NCAA Division III women's volleyball here on the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network and on YouTube Live. Chris Rouse here on the call as we get ready for the final match of our Illinois Tech women's volleyball triangle, featuring the visiting University of Chicago Maroons and the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. If you're just joining us here, as I mentioned, this is a tri-match. This is the third and final match of the day. Illinois Tech opened against St. Norbert College. They took on the Green Knights in a matchup that started at noon locally. Illinois Tech actually got off to a fast start against St. Norbert. Won the first two sets, 25-19, 25-23, but St. Norbert facing match point turned it around and ended up tying the match at 24 and then ended up tying the third set at 24, and they ended up winning the third set 27-25 and then going on to win the fourth set 25-16 and 15-6 to win the match 3-2. University of Chicago also took on St. Norbert. That was our second contest of the day. University of Chicago won 25-18 in set 1. St. Norbert took set 2, 25-23, but UChicago with 25-16 in set 3, 25-22 in set 4 pushed them to a 3-1 win over the St. Norbert Green Knights. So as a result, the University of Chicago Maroons enter this matchup with a record of 19-5, 3-2 in UAA conference play. This, of course, a non-conference matchup as they get ready to take on the hosts of this tri-match, the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks, who come in with a record of 11-11 and 3-5 in that conference play following a loss earlier against the St. Norbert Green Knights. University of Chicago's win earlier ended a two-match losing streak. Illinois Tech's loss earlier ended a two-match winning streak. So these two teams both looking to get back in the win column as they look to wrap up the tri-match. Introductions and national anthem starting now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Keating Sports Center for the final match of the Illinois Tech women's volleyball tri-match number 2, as the University of Chicago Maroons will take on your Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. Illinois Tech and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and the officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or other abusive comments and actions directed at the officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and may be grounds for removal from the Keating Sports Center. Fans, a reminder, permission to enter the court or the bench areas are restricted to student athletes, coaches, game officials, game day staff, and authorized personnel. Unauthorized individuals violating this policy will be subject to removal from the Keating Sports Center. And now let's meet our starters first for the visiting Maroons of the University of Chicago. A junior middle blocker from Seattle, Washington, number 1, Tia Mishra. A senior outside hitter from Kansas City, Missouri, number 8, Maggie McInerney. A sophomore setter from Columbus, Texas, number 10, Grace Zhu. A graduate student middle blocker from Palo Alto, California, number 16, Amelia Gibbs. A first-year middle blocker from Dallas, Texas, number 18, Sally North. A graduate student middle blocker from Coppell, Texas, number 23, Peyton Minyard. Starting libero, junior from Saratoga, California, number 14, Claudia Barbarossa. The Maroons are coached by head coach Mitchell McPartland, assistant coaches Jennifer Buckman, Tom Guzzi, and Kathleen Bryant, student assistants Ken Cox and Natalie Schill. And now, the starting lineup for your Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. A first-year outside hitter from Maumee, Ohio, number 5, Sydney Wilson. A senior setter from San Antonio, Texas, number 12, Sasami Kaman. A sophomore middle from Lakewood, California, number 13, Victoria Esperez. A senior setter from Villa Park, Illinois, number 18, Grace Rickett. A sophomore middle from Boulder, Colorado, number 19, Lillian Donaldson. A sophomore medal from Utah, Puerto Rico, number 21, Carla Chapman-Mendez. And the libero, a junior from Berlin, Germany, number 9, Anna Sebastio. The Scarlet Hawks are coached by head coach Mark Johnston in his 6th season, assistant coach Justin Parra, student assistant Riley Late.
It's usually fun anytime the University of Chicago and Illinois Tech meet in NCAA Division III athletics, and this contest in NCAA Division III women's volleyball surely to be no different. Starting lineups for the visiting University of Chicago Maroons, record of 19-5, 3-2 in UAA conference play, led by head coach Mitchell McPartland. They will start with number 1, Dia Mishra, number 8, Maggie McInerney, number 10, Grace Zhu, number 14, Claudia Barbarossa, number 16, Amelia Gibbs, number 18, Sally North, and number 23, Peyton Minyard. For the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks, record of 11-11, 3-5 in Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference play. They are led by 6th-year head coach Mark Johnston, and they will start with number 5, Sydney Wilson, number 9, Anna Sebastio, number 12, Sasami Kavan, number 13, Victoria Asperez, number 18, Grace Rakem, number 19, Lilia Donaldson, and number 21, Carla Troutman-Mendez. University of Chicago 1-0 today, beating St. Norbert 3-1 in our second contest of the day. Illinois Tech 0-1 so far in their own tournament, losing to St. Norbert in the first contest of the day, 3-2 after winning the first 2 sets of the matchup. And when St. Norbert won that third set, if you're just joining us today, St. Norbert's third set victory ended a streak of 8 consecutive matches won by Illinois Tech. And not only did it end that, it ended a 2-match winning streak for the home team. And now those same hosts will look to get in the win column, started off by Sydney Wilson with first serve. Over clean to Dia Mishra. Outside hit for Mishra, played on by Sebastio. Ball blocked at the top of the net, but out of play. Point to University of Chicago. Ball was blocked by Asperez, but now Mishra will serve as the 1 will serve on the 1-0 serve here for UChicago. Kavan. Violation against Illinois Tech. Point to UChicago. And Kavan will reward University of Chicago a 2-0 advantage on the scoreboard. Mishra has 17 kills for the Maroons in the first match of the day, or their first match of the day against St. Norbert. Kavan with an outside hit opportunity, played on by Zhu. Barbarossa to McInerney. McInerney did not start in UChicago's opener of the day against St. Norbert. UChicago with a 3-0 advantage over Illinois Tech here, as that hit goes long outside. For another side out, Mishra serving again. Mishra. Medium height serve there as Kavan sets one up and a kill for Asperez. And that gets Illinois Tech on the board for the first time here in our final match of the tri-match. Asperez had 2 kills in the opening match of the day. Minyard goes for a kill there with a nice spike, but it's played on by Illinois Tech. Outside hit blocked at the top of the net by North. Zhu sets up North, and North gets a kill. Sally North did not record a kill in the first match. She only played in 2 sets for the University of Chicago Maroons when they took on the St. Norbert Green Knights earlier today. But she gets her first kill of the day right here in the opening set of the final matchup. Mishra with a long run. Great play by Zhu after Mishra kept the ball alive with a long run. Zhu with the set. Martinez set it up for Minyard. It's blocked at the top of the net. Point to UChicago as Troutman-Mendez hit it over the net. They're actually going to give Minyard credit for the kill there, as it's going to be 5-1 UChicago. Service error makes it 5-2 UChicago. And here comes London Francis into the matchup, number 14 for Illinois Tech, replacing Sasami Kavan. Francis had a huge first match for Illinois Tech in those first 2 sets. It appeared as if Illinois Tech was going to get a win against St. Norbert. Peyton Minyard credited with the kill here. Pair of subs for UChicago, as we'll see Keely Kanziora and Hillary Chang. Chang will actually serve here. Chang sends it over clean. Here's Lyndon Francis, blocked at the top of the net, and the point to Illinois Tech. Francis gets the kill. Just a mishandled block by Amelia Gibbs as she tried to send it back to Francis. Couldn't get the ball lifted high enough, and the point to the Scarlet Hawks. Troutman Mendez on the serve. Chang sets it up for Gibbs. Martinez playing the libero at the moment for UChicago in the white jersey, wearing number 7. Plays it to McInerney. Sebastio, outside hit for Anna Jones. Chang. And the point to UChicago off the wrist of the back line for Illinois Tech. Grace Recamp unable to handle the ball. Maggie McInerney back to serve. McInerney did not start in the first match for UChicago, but she played a big part for the Maroons, especially down the stretch. Speaking of those sets 2 through 4. UChicago with an 8-3 advantage. And McInerney to serve again. Recamp plays it up the middle for Donaldson. Mishra goes for the kill. Great job by Francis to keep it alive. Francis on the retry, and Francis gets the point for Illinois Tech. Great effort by Lyndon Francis. She kept that ball alive and pretty much just got a running start towards the net. Chang really good at putting her body on the line, but was unable to keep the ball alive. And the point goes to Illinois Tech. And Sebastio gets the ace for Illinois Tech. And the Scarlet Hawks now within 3, controlling the serve. McInerney on the reception. Mishra, that's off of Sebastio. A long run for McInerney just to stop and watch the ball go out of play. 9-5, University of Chicago. Bit of a comical sight there to see the entire bench say stop as you saw McInerney make a long run to the ball, but no play was necessary. Recamp sets it up for Asperez, and just inside the line, Asperez has the magic touch, makes it 9-6 UChicago, but 6 now will control the serve as Sasami Kavan will come on for Illinois Tech. Kavan controlled the serve at the end of set 1 for Illinois Tech in their set 1 victory, despite the match defeat at the hands of St. Norbert earlier today. It's 10-6 UChicago. Serve coming from the Maroons. Kavan plays it up the middle for Asperez, who I thought actually got a piece of it, but no contact made as the ball goes long and wide out of play. 11-6 Maroons here in the first set. Keely Kanziora sends it over. Anna Jones hits it long, out of play. 12-6 University of Chicago. Coach Mark Johnston, he'll take a timeout. We'll take one with him. We'll be right back. University of Chicago with a 12-6 advantage here in the first set. We'll be right back with more set 1 action here on Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. Back here at the Keating Center in Chicago, Illinois. This is Illinois Tech women's volleyball on the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks broadcast network and on YouTube Live. Our final match of the day in this Illinois Tech women's volleyball triangle as the University of Chicago Maroons controlling the serve with Keely Kanziora. They have a 12-6 advantage over the hosts, the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. University of Chicago winning their earlier match today against St. Norbert. Illinois Tech losing the opening match of the day against St. Norbert. And a block by North. I think you could also give Minyard some credit, both in the area, as University of Chicago gets a 13-6 advantage. Kanziora sends it over. Kavan plays it for Asperez. Nice block again. Mishra in the area to block the ball down. As Illinois Tech making the errors right now, which are favoring UChicago on the scoreboard. And speaking of an error, there's a service error from Kanziora. And now Illinois Tech back in control of the serve. Wilson to come in will replace Jones. And Wilson will look to try to turn the tide for the Scarlet Hawks. They're down 7, doubled up on the scoreboard with a score of 14-7. Mishra almost mishandled the serve. Sebastio over to Minyard. Kavan keeps it alive for Illinois Tech. Outside hit opportunity for the Scarlet Hawks. No good for points. Mishra's hit, good for points off of Wilson. And Dia Mishra makes it 15-7 University of Chicago. Plus 8 on the scoreboard against the hosts. Mishra 17 kills in the earlier match of the day against St. Norbert. And now a serve from Talita Marngan. We got a violation here. It's against Illinois Tech. And it makes it 16-7 UChicago. So Coach Johnston he was curious, was it the violation on the net? I think it was a violation on the movement there, on the formation from Illinois Tech. That's what it sounds like is the issue here. In the meantime, Talita Marngan is going to just juggle the ball around as she gets ready to serve. And so the violation against the University of Chicago, against Illinois Tech, favors the University of Chicago. Marngan, who had 3 kills in the first match, but now she'll pick up a service error, makes it 16-8 Illinois Tech. Ball played at the middle of the net. Now Minyard goes for the kill, and Minyard is successful as it makes it 17-8 University of Chicago. The violation, by the way, against Illinois Tech was an attack error. So it was against Asperez. Not sure if it was an illegal formation or if maybe she crossed the line. Wasn't really sure. But the point here goes to University of Chicago. But the violation against Asperez of Illinois Tech about 3 plays ago. Kavan plays it to the middle of the floor. Outside hit from McInerney off of Sebastio. That's a long run for Wilson. Kavan was there to help, but that ball's going to go wide out of play. 19-8 UChicago. This set starting to get away from Illinois Tech. Coach Johnston senses it, and he wants a timeout. 19-8 University of Chicago here in set 1. Illinois Tech has burned their final timeout. We'll be back with more action here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. Illinois Tech women's volleyball here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. Scarlet Hawks currently trailing the University of Chicago Maroons 19-8 in set one. This is the final match of our tri-match. University of Chicago in the black uniforms, Illinois Tech in the scarlet uniforms. Once again, it's always fun when I see these two programs go head to head. Being a broadcaster who's broadcasted for both teams, both programs, both universities, all programs of the sports throughout the years. And here's another matchup between these two programs, this time in women's volleyball with the University of Chicago up by 11. Zhu plays it to the middle of the floor. That was a beautiful kill by Gibbs. Perfect spike. Had some venom behind that one. And Gibbs makes it 20-8. The Maroons 5 away from set one victory. Serve from Martinez. Outside hit for Illinois Tech. Kept alive by Merringen. And a point to Chicago as Illinois Tech really just mishandling the ball here in the opening set. We've seen also a number of violations, a number of attack errors. And if you're Illinois Tech moving forward in this match, you want to try to cut down on that, especially against a team the caliber of UChicago. Maggie McInerney again, responsible for the Maroons putting points on the board. McInerney had 3 kills in the first match of the day. Remember, she did not start. Only played in 2 of the 4 sets. But played so well in the first match, getting the start here. And it's now 23-8, University of Chicago, as they continue to pull away here in the opening set. Kavan played it in the air. And now UChicago recovers with a point from Gibbs. Carla Troutman-Mendez sent it over for Illinois Tech. But University of Chicago just all over the floor here in this opening set. And now looking at set point. Almost an ace. Outside opportunity for Troutman-Mendez off of Merringen. And Carla Troutman-Mendez gets Illinois Tech to 9. Let's see if they can get to double digits on the scoreboard with Recamp on the serve. UChicago looking for a first set victory here. Set point. Sebastião tries to save it, is unable to do so. And a 25-9 first set victory for the University of Chicago Maroons. And they'll go on to set 2 leading 1-0. University of Chicago all over Illinois Tech. In set 1, Illinois Tech let's see if they can find the answers and try to get a set 2 victory when we return here to the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. The number 19 ranked University of Chicago Maroons taking on the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks, NCAA Division III women's volleyball action right here at the Keating Sports Center, and coming to you here on the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks broadcast network and on YouTube Live. University of Chicago with a 25-9 set one victory over the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. Illinois Tech on the search for some answers here, but honestly, Illinois Tech really in their own way in that first set. A lot of service errors, a lot of attack errors. And for Illinois Tech, it's going to have to cut down on the errors if they're going to have a chance. Six attack errors for Illinois Tech. No errors at all for University of Chicago in that first set. That's on 26 attacks. Both teams with 26 attacks in that first half. University of Chicago with 25 points, 12 kills, a .462 hitting percentage. Also, they have 4 block assists. University of Chicago not exactly perfect either. They had a reception error, and they also had 3 service errors. And I mentioned Illinois Tech having 2 ball handling errors. They also had a service error. So in total, talking about 9 errors for the home team as they try to get a set victory here against the University of Chicago Maroons in set 2. Chris Rouse on the call here as we continue with this near south side matchup. University of Chicago only about 25 blocks away. Ratner Athletic Center over there on 56th and Ellis. They made the trip right here to 31st and State, if that means anything to you who know the local streets here in Chicago. But the point is, these two teams, they see each other often. They also have the baseball classic, which they have every season, just across the way at Guaranteed Rate Field. And it's usually fun anytime you get these two teams matched up in any sport, because the crowds obviously travel well. It's not that far of a trip for either of the fans or supporters of both universities or both schools, whatever term you want to use here. But now set 2 getting ready to continue, set 2 getting ready to begin as we continue our action in this tri-match with Hillary Chang for the University of Chicago Maroons. Sebastio sets the ball up for Illinois Tech. It was hit over by Madison Gowan. Gowan again on the second try, played on by Mishra. McInerney goes for the kill. McInerney is successful. 1-0, UChicago. Maggie McInerney has her teammates chanting her name, and for good reason. She's having a very good day for the University of Chicago Maroons. Second kill of the match for McInerney. 5th kill of the day, and she'll add to it with her 3rd of the match, 6th of the day. McInerney with 3 kills in a reserve role for UChicago in their win over St. Norbert earlier. Chang, service error point to Illinois Tech. 1 serving 2 on the scoreboard. It's Victoria Asperez. Asperez sends the ball over and picks up an ace. Victoria Asperez, 2 kills in the matchup. And now she'll pick up the ace to her statistics. And it ties this set at 2 apiece. Deuce is wild. Asperez sends it over. Ball blocked at the net. And a point to the Scarlet Hawks. Too many hits for UChicago. And now Asperez will send it over. Chang. And a great play by Chang setting up Canziora as Keely Canziora gets the kill for UChicago. And the number 19 ranked team in NCAA Division III women's volleyball will control the serve now with McInerney. Outside hit for Troutman Mendez. Mishra goes for the kill. Mishra gets the point off the deflection. It's 4-3, UChicago. The junior out of Seattle, Washington, with the strike for the Maroons as they go up 4-3. Near collision for Illinois Tech. And Kavan just left that ball short. Now, if I have to be honest, I think Kavan sort of got caught up in watching the collision there of her 2 teammates. You can see her, she's still checking on She's still checking on her teammates. She's looking at Carla Leonte, who we didn't see in the first match of the day for Illinois Tech. Gowan hits it down the line, and again the point to UChicago. 6'3" Maroons. McInerney on the serve. Leonte bumped it into the air. It went the wrong way, and UChicago gains a 7-3 advantage on the scoreboard. McInerney sends it over clean. Chang setting up Gibbs. That is a beautiful setup. Even Coach McPartland jumped off the sideline after he saw that contact from Chang, setting up Gibbs for the kill. 8-3 Maroons. McInerney on the serve. Kavan blocked at the net. Mishra tried to play it on. Unfortunately for Mishra, there was no support behind her on that side of the floor. Unfortunate positioning for Chicago. Point to Illinois Tech. Grace Recamp on the serve as London Francis re-enters the match. Recamp on the serve. Right to Mishra. Long run for Barbarossa. She runs almost right into the table. Kept alive by UChicago. McInerney to Chang. They set up Mishra. And Francis was in to block the ball down to Mishra. But I'm not really sure if Illinois Tech needed that contact. It looks as if Mishra just knocked that one underneath the net. Point to Illinois Tech. And an ace for Recamp. Mishra trusted that it was going to be outside. Instead, it lands inside the line. And Illinois Tech back within two. Recamp will try it. Mishra again. And now Mishra and Barbarossa look like they were just trying to avoid a collision with one another. And Illinois Tech will get another ace with Recamp. Grace Recamp controlling the serve for Illinois Tech at a key moment in this second set. Scarlet Hawks were down 5. It was 8-3. Chang sets it up for Canziora. And right on time for UChicago as they get a point, 9-7. Number 2 gives them the advantage that she has on her jersey number. As now Illinois Tech awaits the serve. Coming from Gibbs. The grad student out of Palo Alto, California, sends it over. Francis going for the kill. Poked into the air by Recamp. Chang set it up again perfectly for North, but Illinois Tech with the reception. Francis denied. Outside opportunity now for Troutman-Mendez. And it is a point for Carla Troutman-Mendez as Illinois Tech pulls within one. Anna Jones comes onto the floor for Illinois Tech, replacing Sydney Wilson. Troutman-Mendez ready to serve. Ball in the air. Mishra on the reception. Chang outside hit for Canziora. Jones is blocked at the top of the net. North and Canziora are both in the area. They officially credit it to North. Makes it 10-8 UChicago. Isabel Kai will come onto the floor for UChicago. First time we've seen Kai today, the first-year player out of Bellevue, Washington, sends it over to Jones. McInerney sends it over the middle of the floor, and a point to UChicago. And the UChicago sideline cheering on Maggie McInerney. Isabel Kai listed as a 5'9" setter for UChicago. He's in the serve there, but sends it long. And now Sebastio into serve. Kai with the set. Plays it on to the outside for Barbarossa. Mishra Back to Kai. Emma Lotz made some contact there, and then she gets the point. Makes it 12-9, UChicago. Dia Mishra will serve now for the Maroons as they try to extend their three-point advantage on the scoreboard. Mishra sends it over to Recamp. Isabel Kai set it up perfectly for UChicago, but it's played on by Illinois Tech. Jones with the hit and a violation against UChicago. 12-10, Maroons with the lead, but Illinois Tech now controlling the serve. Sasami Kavan looking to cut into that UChicago lead. And she serves it over clean for Illinois Tech. Mishra on the reception. McInerney sends the ball over the line. Kavan, Troutman Mendez. Solid effort from both, but the point to UChicago makes it 13-10 Maroons. Nicole Martinez to serve. Martinez sends it over to Anna Jones. Illinois Tech sets up Jones, but it's played on by Emma Lotz. Lotz, a senior out of Los Angeles, California. Kai on the dive, actually able to keep that ball alive for UChicago. Ball blocked at the top of the net, and a point to UChicago. Martinez in for UChicago, back to serve again with a 14-10 advantage. Jones to Kavan. Mishra on the reception. Good run from Kai to keep it alive for Lotz, who hits it just a little bit wide out of play. Makes it 14-11 UChicago, but Illinois Tech in control of the serve here. And Sydney Wilson now look to send it over for Illinois Tech. The Scarlet Hawks down by 3. All 6 players sort of on that back line for UChicago, 3 of them straddling that line. Lotz with the latest contact for the Maroons, and the point to the Maroons. Chang and Kanziora back onto the floor for UChicago, replacing Kai and Lotz. Chang will serve. Kanziora is at the back line, the back member of those front 3 at the net for UChicago in their formation. Chang, a few dribbles. Sends it over, sends it long, and that's a service error to Illinois Tech. Victoria Asperez to serve. Received by McInerney and set over by Chang to make it 16-12. Chang really with a bit of a fan-type serve there. Just kind of put the hands in sort of how you fan yourself because it's hot mode, put it together, hit the ball over the net, and got the point. Too many hits for Illinois Tech. Point to McInerney, point to UChicago. McInerney will serve. It's 17-12 UChicago. Kavan played it up the floor to Gowan, but the ball goes off the net. And Coach Johnston thought he was going to use a timeout there for Illinois Tech. But instead, UChicago will continue with McInerney on the serve as action resumes. Outside hit for Illinois Tech. Played on by McInerney. Chang up the middle for Gibbs. Point to UChicago. 19-12 UChicago, and now Coach Johnston does burn the timeout. 19-12, UChicago leads it here in set 2. They're looking to go up 2-0 here against Illinois Tech in our final match of the day. Let's see if they can do it on the other side of this break here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. Illinois Tech women's volleyball here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network and also streaming on YouTube Live. Salute to everyone here at the Keating Sports Center that's been on hand. Salute to all of our fans that have been watching throughout the day. Let's say thank you to our St. Norbert's Green Knights fans as well. Remember, St. Norbert was able to defeat Illinois Tech in the first matchup of the day, and then they fell to University of Chicago in the second match of the day. And right now, the same two teams that had different fates against the Green Knights are going head-to-head, and UChicago the 19-13 advantage here in the second set. Grace Recamp to serve. Recamp sends it long, and that's an error to make it 20-13 UChicago. Amelia Gibbs to serve for the Maroons. Maroons by 7 on the scoreboard. Troutman Mendez hits it, but it's played on by Chang. Outside hit opportunity for Canziora. That ball hit by Troutman Mendez. Now Chang plays it on for Mishra. Mishra is blocked, but it lands on the Illinois Tech side of the net. Point to the Maroons. 21-13. So now Amelia Gibbs will serve. Gibbs sends it over clean. Played on by Sebastio. Francis goes for the kill. It lands on the UChicago side of the net. And the point to Illinois Tech. UChicago gets the ball over the net, but it's underneath it. And the point to Illinois Tech. Troutman Mendez to serve. UChicago awaiting. It's received by McInerney and then played right back up the middle of the floor for Carla Leonte, the first-year player out of Morton Grove, Illinois. Makes it 21-15 UChicago. And Leonte gets her name said through the Keating Sports Center speakers. Great job by the PA announcer, Eric Willowhite. He does a great job with all of his duties, as usual, here for Illinois Tech. McInerney to Chang. Mishra. That ball off the scoreboard, off the arms of Troutman Mendez. And the point to UChicago. And I have to say, I've been doing games here since 2018. That's the first time I've ever seen a ball hit the scoreboard in volleyball action. So a first time for everything, I guess. Maybe not, as now UChicago sends the ball over. As now Illinois Tech gets Leonte with the point, makes it 22-16. Sebastio now will serve for Illinois Tech. And Sebastio sends it to the back line to Mishra. Kai sets it up for Mishra, played on by Sebastio. She's been all over the floor for Illinois Tech in this second match. Kai sets it up for North. Well played by Illinois Tech, and now Kai runs the ball down. Barbarossa, outside hit, set up for Mishra. Deflected by Illinois Tech, out of play. Side out for UChicago on the scoreboard. Kennedy Chang in for UChicago. Chang played the role of libero for UChicago in the first match, so she had the white uniform. So this time Chang wearing the black jersey, and UChicago with a 23-16 advantage, and Kennedy Chang will have to wait to serve after this timeout. We'll take a quick break. We'll return with more here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. back here at the Keating Sports Center in Chicago. Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks women's volleyball on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. Prior to the break, we had a ball hit the scoreboard. And like I said, I've been doing games here since 2018. If I'm not mistaken, that could be the first time I've ever seen the ball hit the scoreboard here at the Keating Center in volleyball action, men's or women's. I could be mistaken. I just feel like that's something I wouldn't forget. As now UChicago here to serve. If there's some real Illinois Tech historian who could go back and track that, that'd be fine. But for the time being, I think that's the first time I've ever seen the ball hit the scoreboard in women's volleyball, in any kind of volleyball action. As now Kennedy Chang will serve for UChicago, and that ball goes long. 23-17. As now Kavan will serve for the Scarlet Hawks. Kavan off the netting, kept alive by North. Great effort for your Illinois Tech. Barbarossa plays it to the outside for McInerney. Anna Jones sends the ball over, and the ace. Or the point to Illinois Tech. No ace there for Illinois Tech, but Anna Jones has played a big role for the Scarlet Hawks today. As now here's Kavan, who's going to look for an ace for Illinois Tech. And it's unsuccessful. That should pick up the service error. And now UChicago looking for set point at 24-18. Martinez serves it over clean. Kavan sets up the outside hit opportunity for Gowan. And UChicago gets the kill as Gibbs makes it 25-18 UChicago. And the Maroons take set two by a score of 25-18. They'll look for a sweep on the other side of this break. As they're in control here, they won set one 25-9, set two 25-18. Illinois Tech able to double their first set score, but still not able to beat the University of Chicago Maroons in set two. Let's see if the Scarlet Hawks can avoid the sweep on the other side of this break. We'll be right back with more NCAA women's volleyball. Will conclude our Illinois Tech women's volleyball triangle after this, but let's see if Illinois Tech can at least force a fourth or maybe a fifth in deciding set before we get out of here from the Keating Sports Center. Third set here at the Keating Sports Center in Chicago. The University of Chicago Maroons taking on the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. We'd like to thank you all for joining us here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network all day long for Illinois Tech women's volleyball here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network and on YouTube Live. This is the Illinois Tech women's volleyball triangle. Illinois Tech unable to win earlier against St. Norbert, losing that matchup 3-2 after leading 2-0, even had match point against St. Norbert. But St. Norbert able to turn it around and win the final 3 sets of the matchup. University of Chicago, they were able to beat St. Norbert, the number 19 ranked team, get their 19th win of the season as they beat St. Norbert 3-1. UChicago this season, 19-5, 3-2 in conference play. Their 3 wins against Brandeis, New York University, and Rochester. The 2 losses against Emory and Carnegie Mellon. This is a non-conference affair, of course, for both teams. But the University of Chicago Maroons looking for what would be their 20th win if they could be the first to 25 with a 2-point advantage, of course, here in this third set. Illinois Tech able to get out of their way a little bit more in that second set. It was a number of errors costing the Scarlet Hawks in the opening set of this match. But in set two, Illinois Tech able to get to 18 points, only 9 in set one. 18 points, the errors basically identical. They did end up with 12 attack errors in that set, but they were able to at least put more points on the board against the Maroons. Had a few more aces as well. And now to start this third set, Sydney Wilson will send the ball over right to left on your screen at home. Illinois Tech looking to avoid a sweep here in set number 3. Let's see if the Scarlet Hawks can do it as action resumes now. Sasami Kavan played it on a Sebastio. Troutman Mendez sent it over. Mishra for McInerney. Kavan, outside hit for Troutman Mendez, and Illinois Tech gains the advantage. 1-0 on the scoreboard. Monica Brinley is in for the first time, the first-year player out of San Francisco, California, number 17 in black for the University of Chicago. Mishra sends the ball over the net, and that ball goes into the front row seats to members of the women's basketball team. Ali Sillo showing off those hands for the Scarlet Hawks. And the Scarlet Hawks with a 2-0 advantage. Sasami Kavan plays it to the outside to Troutman Mendez. Mishra goes for the kill, and it goes through a combo effort of Sebastio and Wilson for Illinois Tech. UChicago on the board for the first time in set 3 with Mishra, who now will serve. Dia Mishra, the junior out of Seattle, Washington. Serves it over clean. Kai on the set for Mishra. Mishra gets the kill. Dia Mishra coming through, makes it a 2-2 tie early in set 3. Mishra to serve. And then Mishra picks up the service error. And she sends the ball into the net. And it's 3-2. Illinois Tech with Asperez on the serve. Mishra on the reception. Kai sets up for Brindley. And it's blocked by Leonte as Illinois Tech has a 4-2 advantage. Great job by Carla Leonte. And Scarlet Hawks +2 on the scoreboard. Outside hit opportunity for McInerney. She'll get a retry here, and it's off the fingertips of Kavan. Point to UChicago. Martinez to serve. Kavan sets the ball up to the outside for Illinois Tech. Now McInerney hits it right at Sebastio. Troutman Mendez sends it over. And she gets the point, does Troutman Mendez. Scarlet Hawks going with a pair of subs. Kavan and Gowan will come off. Francis and Recamp will come on. And Recamp actually will serve for Illinois Tech. Recamp on the serve to Mishra. And Grace Recamp gets a service ace for Illinois Tech. 6-3 Scarlet Hawks. Recamp over to Mishra. It comes back to the middle of the floor for Illinois Tech. And Leonte with another kill, making her presence felt here in the third set for Illinois Tech. It's 7-3 Scarlet Hawks in set 3. Leonte now with 4 kills in the match. Leonte with a great bump there to keep the ball alive. Recamp sets it up for Carla Troutman-Mendez, but the ball goes out of play. Point to UChicago. Hillary Chang in the serve for UChicago. Also, Keely Kanziora in. She's the third, once again, at the back line of that I for UChicago at the front of the net. Francis blocked at the top of the net. Gibbs sets it in the air to Chang. Chang for McInerney. Good pass by both Gibbs and Chang as McInerney was able to deliver a beautiful hit and get the kill. Chang to serve. Goes over clean. London Francis. Unable to get the point for Illinois Tech. Recamp to Sebastio. Francis again will try. It's punched over to Merringen. And the point to Francis as Illinois Tech takes a 3-point advantage. Scarlet Hawk serve coming from Troutman-Mendez. Carla Troutman-Mendez sends it over clean. Keely Kanziora sends it over. Played on by Wilson. Francis got a piece of the ball, as did Leonte. Unfortunately for the Scarlet Hawks, neither got it over the net. And the point goes to UChicago. Mishra is going to return to action for the Maroons, replacing Merringen, as now McInerney will serve. McInerney with an ace. Maggie McInerney parks it just inside the line. It's now 8-7 Illinois Tech. McInerney sends the ball over. Troutman-Mendez. Here's another opportunity for Kanziora. Outside hit for Illinois Tech. It goes into the net, unfortunately for the Scarlet Hawks, as Wilson just couldn't get enough air underneath the ball to send it over and back to UChicago. Tied at 8. Maggie McInerney to serve. Wilson sends it over. Leonte had a chance to block the ball. And now Gibbs sends the ball over. Makes it 9-8. Leonte and Wilson were in communication as that ball went into the air. And Wilson was trying to set it up for Leonte. That's why she sent it over. So when it came back, it was Leonte sort of struggled to handle the positioning on the ball. When Francis sends it over, and the point to Illinois Tech. We're tied at 9. So UChicago had rallied to claim the 9-8 advantage. But now Francis ties us at 9 apiece. And now here's Sebastio with the game tied at 9-9. We'll try to send it over and give Illinois Tech the advantage. Unfortunately, it's 10-9 UChicago. Not enough air for Sebastio. Gibbs on the serve. It's 10-9 Maroons. Gibbs sends it over clean. Recamp. Scarlet Hawks going to try again with Asperez. They set it up for Francis, blocked by Mishra, out of play on the side out. Point to Illinois Tech. Sasami Kavan back onto the floor for Illinois Tech. She will serve in a 10-10 game. Kavan serves it over clean to Mishra. Chang sets up Mishra. Inside the line, point to Mishra again. Been a great day for Dia Mishra. Mentioned what she did in that first match earlier. Had 17 kills with a hitting percentage of .324 for UChicago. In this matchup, now has at least 10 kills. As Isabel Kai picks up an ace, makes it 12-10 UChicago. Mishra sitting exactly at 10 kills now that our stats have updated here in the building. And ace again for Isabel Kai. And Coach Johnston wants another timeout. It's 13-10 UChicago. They lead it by 3 in set 3. Scarlet Hawks searching for some answers. Let's see if they can find some on the other side of this break here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. Third set here in our third and final match of the day at the Illinois Tech Women's Volleyball Tri-Match. University of Chicago Maroons looking to sweep the Scarlet Hawks here in the final match of the day. It's 13-10 UChicago. Isabel Kai with back-to-back aces prior to the break. And let's see if she can get the trifecta for UChicago as they look to extend their lead out to 14-10 and also look to sweep the Scarlet Hawks and walk away with a clean 2-0 record here in this tri-match. Outside hit opportunity for Gowan off the net and out of play. Point to UChicago. Madison Gowan, the first-year player from Comfort, Texas, goes 6 feet. Good hit from Gowan, but when she spiked it, just hammered it right into the net, and it fell right at her feet. Kai hits it long. And it's actually a long but in for Kai, an ace. Her third of the set. Couldn't quite get the trifecta, couldn't get it 3 in a row. He had the one serve in between. But nonetheless, another ace for Kai, her fourth. And 4 aces for Kai. She's had 5 serves. And UChicago up 16-10, looking as if they're going to pull away for their 20th win of the season. Coach Johnston does have a timeout. Still time to turn it around if you're the Scarlet Hawks. Outside hit again for Gowan. Goes long. And it's 17-10 UChicago. Isabel Kai to serve again. And why not? 4 aces for Kai. But it appears as the good fortune will run out for Kai. And she'll send that one long out of play. Makes it 17-11 UChicago. Four aces for Isabel Kai, and if Illinois Tech can't recover from this 6-point deficit in set 3, that stretch where Kai controlled the serve will stand out, but Wilson trying to keep the Scarlet Hawks in this thing down 5 as she picks up an ace. Played on by Lotz. Mishra goes for the kill. And the point to UChicago. I thought it was out at first because the official said there was a deflection. Actually, that is the ruling. There's a deflection by Illinois Tech. Point to UChicago. I thought he was going to say it went long off Mishra. But it goes the other way. Point to UChicago at 18-12. Kavan to Gowan. Barbarossa to Kai. McInerney plays it over. Kavan. And a kill for Victoria Asperez, the sophomore out of Lakewood, California. Gets Illinois Tech back within 5. It's 18-13. Asperez to serve. Asperez sends that one long. And it's 19-13 UChicago. Asperez ran to student assistant Riley late and said, I just hit that one a little too hard. Looks like she got her palm all on that one, just had no guidance on the ball. Makes it 19-13. Tough break for Illinois Tech. Looked like they had some momentum going there for a moment. Kavan sets it up to Aaron Nothdorf. First time we've seen Nothdorf today. Kavan for Nothdorf again. Ball blocked at the net. Out of play. Point to UChicago. As Dia Mishra is going to be credited with the point there for UChicago. And the Maroons lead it 20-13. Martinez on the serve. Outside hit for Illinois Tech. Played on by Mishra. Ball hit long by Lotz. UChicago thought they got a deflection. No deflection there. And the point to Illinois Tech. 2014 score. 14 serving 20 with Grace Recamp in to serve for Illinois Tech. McInerney blocked at the top of the net, kept alive by Illinois Tech. Francis made Kai lay out. McInerney played on to Sebastio. Kai will try again. Sebastio outside for Francis. Out of play, point to UChicago. 22-14 Maroons as they look to put this one away. 21-14 Maroons as they still look to put this one away here against Illinois Tech. As it'll be Hillary Chang on to serve. Mishra will play it on from Francis. Chang sets it up for Alberta and a point to UChicago as Summer Storm Alberta, the first-year player out of Yosemite, California, gets the point, and now it's 22-14. UChicago by 8. We'll take one final break, and we'll return with the conclusion of set 3 here at the Keating Sports Center on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. (22-14) our score. The University of Chicago Maroons leading the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. It's been all Maroons here in this third match. It was 25-9 in set 1 for UChicago, 25-18 for UChicago in set 2 over Illinois Tech. And right now up 8, looking to get a clean sweep over Illinois Tech and also a clean sweep in the tournament. Did not sweep St. Norbert in their first win of the day, did the Maroons. They won 25-18. 25-16 in set 3 and 25-22 in set 4. St. Norbert did beat UChicago in set 2, 25-23. And the point here to Illinois Tech is now Aaron Nothdorf, the first-year player out of Wonder Lake, Illinois, will send the ball over for Illinois Tech. Summer Storm Alberta, who got the most recent point for UChicago prior to the break, able to get the most recent reception. McInerney sends it over to Sebastio, and a point to Chicago as McInerney gets the kill. 23-15 UChicago. And Ava Novak, the first-year player out of Oswego, Illinois, a Bennett Academy alum, comes onto the floor. And now the serve from McInerney. London Francis trying to get the point. Long run for Chang as well as McInerney. Neither successful in returning the ball for UChicago, and the point to Illinois Tech. Anna Sebastio back to serve for the Scarlet Hawks as they trail by 7, looking to cut into this deficit. Outside hit from Novak, blocked by Francis, and it's 23-17. Francis in the area. Looks as if she got the most of the ball there. And Illinois Tech, again, cutting into the deficit, slowly chipping away at this UChicago lead. Chang sets it up at the front of the net. And it's Amelia Gibbs who gives the Chicago Maroons a 24-17 advantage. Match point here for UChicago as they will look to sweep the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. And the serve will come from Kennedy Chang. Chang sends it over. Outside hit for Francis, blocked at the net by Novak, and that will do it as the University of Chicago Maroons go 2-0 here in the Illinois Tech tri-match. They win this match 25-9, 25-18, and 25-17 to sweep Illinois Tech 3-0 after beating St. Norbert 3-1 earlier. Unfortunately for Illinois Tech, they are unable to win either match today against St. Norbert or UChicago in their own tri-match. And as a result, University of Chicago advances to 20-5 on the season, and the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks fall to 11-12. And we'd like to thank you all for joining us for all three matches, for joining us all day here on the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network and on YouTube Live. Once again, the University of Chicago Maroons go 2-0 today. St. Norbert Green Knights 1-1. The Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks fall 0-2 in the Illinois Tech Women's Volleyball Tri-Match. So once again, for all of our crew here at the Keating Sports Center, I'm Chris Rouse. This has been another presentation of Illinois Tech Women's Volleyball here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. Until next time, happy Saturday. Good evening from Chicago.